Hello and Assalamualaikum everybody, welcome back to the channel. One here, your resident guitar player slash amp tester for the day, coming to you from Ceritone HQ down in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And today we have this. This is a new offering from us, from Nick to be exact. So this is the Son of Chupa. Albeit it's the faceplate says Son of Yeti, but it is actually voice to a chupacabra. So in a way it is Ceritone Son of Chupa. It's just that the faceplate says Son of Yeti, that's all. But yeah, that's it. It's a 20 watts fire breathing or night crawler or whatever you want to call it. It's basically the same layout as the Son of Yeti, with gain 1, gain 2, treble, middle and bass, presence and deep, right? So it's the same as Son of Yeti. Bright 1 and bright 2, as well as the era switch in the front. So it is a single channel amp. So yeah, basically what you see is what you get, and that's what I like. And also at the back is the same as any other. It's the same as Chupacabra as well, where you have the pussy trimmer at the back. So, and as well as a passive effects loop and a couple of speaker outs and power, and that's about the amp. Yeah, nothing. I mean, it's familiar to me, especially because I do have a Son of Yeti, so controls are very, very familiar to me. So bright 1 is a three-way, all three switches, are three-way switches. So era in the middle, that's your 60s plexi kind of mode. On my left, it would be on the 80s mode, and on my right, it should be on the modern mode. So bright 2, it's in the middle, it's bypass. So if you go, it also has a three-way. So in the middle is bypass, so you have two way of basically tailoring your bright. As far as gain 1 and gain 2, just be mindful that if one of these zeroes out like that, you're not going to get any sound. There you go. So as you can see, all the controls are set flat for now, because let's hear how it sounds before we tweak like that. I'm going into the amp is actually my much modded Fender Strat with a Philip Kibuki neck on it. It is a Fender Strat. It is an 80s Strat. It has EMGs in it. Yeah, that's about it. That's about the guitar. And from the guitar goes into the amp. Into the amp, we go into our 2x12 closed back cabinet with WGFS ET 65 speakers in it. With one of the speakers is mic'd up between the cone and the paper, with a 57 right on the grill. And from the 57 goes into our interface and straight into Logic, and that's the guitar. That's the chain, and this is the amp. And yeah, let's play it. Alright, that's basically everything straight up, and every single switch is bypass. So let's tweak. No, let's do this. I'm just gonna mids full, treble is about 3 o'clock, and bass, let's leave it at 12, and presence as well is at 3 o'clock, and deep we leave it at 12. So let's see how that sounds. So without playing with the gain, or maybe we can, you know, let's boost up gain 1 all the way to 3, and maybe gain 2, and leave it there for a while and see how that sounds. Now gain 2 all the way to 3 and see how that sounds. I'm liking it so far, so I'm just gonna back down both gains. Now what we're gonna do is maybe take the bright 1 all the way to my right and see what does it do. Okay, bright 1 all the way to my left. Alright, let's leave it there. I like it there. Bright 2 all the way to my right and see how that sounds. Screams! Oh my good. Woohoo! So bright 2 all the way to my left. Okay, let's set it up the way I like it. So. Usually when I set up my Yeti, my Son of Yeti, it's always those 2 brights is all the way to my right. And yeah, maybe add on a little bit more gain. Maybe no, not gain. Let's do the master then. Let's boost the master up to 3 o'clock and see how that sounds. Wow, now you got the power tube started cooking. So let's, bump up the gain all the way to 2 o'clock and see how that sounds. master just now, the master was at 3 o'clock. So if let's say you want more gain, you can just go into the 80s mode. But when you switch on, when you start using the era switches, then you kind of get the a drop in volume, so to speak. So this is the 80s mode, same settings of everything except the era and the master. Let's boost the master up to 3 o'clock again, and this is how it sounds. The volume didn't drop as much, except if you turn it down lower. So from 12 o'clock, that's the 80s mode. Now the 60s. Alright. So after a certain point here, volume kind of like stays the same across switches. So let's try the modern mode now. So modern is all the way to my right. So right now, volume master is still at 12. Hear that? So this is the so and then this is the 80s. It's kind of like the era switches is actually playing with the compression rate inside there. So it's like the modern has more saturation and also more compressed, whereas the 80s is slightly it's basically half of that from the plexi, and plexi is like full on, no holes barred. Right. So let's do on the modern side. So right now it's at 12. So volume, quite a significant drop of volume because, as I said just now, it's saturation and it started to compress. So let's open it up a little bit more, go to 3 o'clock on the master. Just me boosting the volume all the way up. So let's go back to now let's go to the 80s mode and see how that sounds. So right now the master is it's back at 12. Master go 3 o'clock. back to 60s flexi mode. So I don't know, somehow I gravitated towards 60s mode on this amp. On my Yeti, I always put it on the 80s mode because somehow it just speaks to me that way. But on this, the 60s mode is something else. It has the balls, it has the grunt. So in, let's say, this much gain here, it basically, the knobs here, you still need more gain on top. So that's where the pussy trimmer comes in. So right now the pussy trimmer is at 12, all the way. So now we're going to turn it into at 3 o'clock, yes. Gonna boost the master a little bit more. As I said, I turn the gain 1 to 3 o'clock, gain 2 at 12. So now master is at 3, and here's how it sounds. Well, there you go, folks. Oh my god, wow. That was fun. Now that's the Cheriton Son of Chupa. It's a 20 watts madness, fire breathing, night crawling beast of an amp. Wow. That kind of make me miss my Son of Yeti as well. So yeah, my Son of Yeti is still at home. So wow, goodness. Yeah, folks. Again, if you do have any questions, direct them to nick@cheriton.com. If you just want to browse through the catalog and see what other amps that we have, please do check them out at www.cheriton.com. That's the website. So, such a nostalgic moment, man. And I'm playing with single coils, so that's why I need a lot of gain. I mean, if you're playing with the humbucker guitars and all that, most probably you'll need lesser than that, but a lot of gain is always good. Well, folks, that's it for today. That's it for this video. This is Juan, your resident guitar player / amp tester for the day, signing off for the day. Please do comment, like, and subscribe to the channel, and share the video across your social media platform. That would help us a ton. Thank you so much, folks, for staying all the way to the end. Assalamualaikum and bye bye. Cheers, folks. See you next time.